She strolled past security cubs. Acting as bodyguards granted her High Commander access. HFY, the checkpoint outside the High Commander's wing, was designed to stop wars. Layered force fields hummed like restrained thunder. Sensor arrays, tracked heartbeats, pheromones, neural signatures. Veteran guard species chosen for their size, claws, venom, or sheer mass stood in perfect symmetry. Weapons angled to intersect any possible approach. Even ambassadors paused here. Even admirals swallowed. Then the woman strolled in, hands in her coat pockets, humming. She was human. Small. Soft-looking. By Galactic standards. Brown hair tied back. Boots scuffed like she'd walked a long way to get here. No visible weapons. No armor. No escort, except for the cubs. 3 of them padded at her sides, and just ahead thick-furred. 6 juveniles of the crowd. Each was the size of a Terran mastiff already, all paws and shoulders and curious amber eyes. Their tails swayed lazily, heavy with muscle. Their fangs still growing limbed when they yawned. The guard stiffened. Every weapon came up half a degree. Targeting reticles flickered. Threat assessments screamed across shared HUDs. Krr'thek cubs, apex species. Pack bonded. Highly protective. One wrong move, and the hallway would become a massacre. "Ma'am?" the lead guard said carefully, mandibles clicking as his translator smoothed the sound. "You need to stop right there." The woman did. The cubs stopped with her, as if tied by invisible threads. "Oh," she said, blinking like she'd just noticed them. "Is this the High Commander's office?" The guard stared. "You are standing before a restricted checkpoint, right?" "Sorry." She smiled. It was warm, disarming. Entirely out of place. "We're late." One of the cubs sat, another sniffed the air. Here, swiveling toward the guards. The third largest of the 3 met the lead guard's compound eyes and held the gaze. The guard's threat meter spiked. "Ma'am," he said, more firmly now. "He cannot bring Krr'thek past this point." She looked down at them. "Oh, boys, manners." All 3 cubs lowered their heads in unison. Not submissive. Attentive. The guards exchanged glances. That wasn't training. Krr'thek didn't do obedience like that, unless the lead guard inhaled sharply. "State your name and authorization." "Dr. Mara Iqbal," she said. "Xenobiology. Terran core." A pause. The system checked. Her name pinged a backnot in military rosters, not in diplomatic lists, but buried deep in scientific red-lined and locked behind clearance walls. The checkpoint lights flickered. "Your authorization is incomplete," the guard said slowly. She sighed. "Is it still flagged as pending? I was told I got sorted." Before he could answer, the cub at her left growled. It wasn't loud. It wasn't aggressive. It was warning. Every guard froze as ancient instincts screamed at them. That sound wasn't meant for prey. It was meant for rivals, creatures strong enough to be dangerous. The cub had sensed something. Behind the guards, deeper within the wing, something shifted. A presence. Heavy. Old. The High Commander himself stepped into view. He was fully grown, towering. His scars told stories of wars that had rewritten star charts. His eyes golden and slit fell first on the guards, then on the woman, then on the cubs. The world seemed to hold its breath. The cubs straightened instantly. Tails stilled. They pressed closer to the woman, not hiding, but aligning, flanking hair. The High Commander's pupils narrowed. "Stand down," he rumbled. The guards obeyed without question, weapons lowering as if gravity had increased. The woman smiled again. "Hi." For a long moment, the High Commander said nothing. He approached slowly, each step deliberate. The cubs tracked him, bodies tense but controlled. He stopped a meter away and inhaled. Recognition hit him like a physical blow. He dropped to one knee. Every guard stared. Pack mother, the High Commander said, voice reverent. You honor this hall. Dr. Mara. Iqbal winced. Oh no, please don't call me that here. The cubs leaned into her legs, rumbling softly. Krr'thek, prod the guards. Hudswint. Haywire pack. Krr'thek do not recognize non-Krr'thek authority. Exception, pack bond. Imprint. The High Commander rose. You were expected later. I know, Mara said. The twins, she nodded at the two smaller cubs, figured out how to open the nutrient vault. Took a while to clean that up. The largest cub puffed his chest, unapologetic. A sound escaped one of the guards. A choked squeak. The High Commander gestured, and the force fields parted like curtains. You have full access. Always. As she walked past, the guards felt it, the subtle shift in dominance, not from her, but from the cubs, as if the hallway itself acknowledged her right to pass. Once inside the command chamber, the doors sealed behind them. The High Commander turned, expression complex. They are strong, healthy. They're growing fast, Mara said fondly. She crouched, scratching behind a frill. The cub melted into it, hind leg thumping. Too fast, honestly. You saved their clutch, he said. Say, shrugged. They were dying. Improper atmospheric balance, nutrient mismatch. The station's incubators weren't designed for apex neonates. You could have let them die. She looked up sharply. Why would I do that? Silence stretched. Among the stars, Krr'thek were feared. Their young were weapons waiting to mature. Other species eliminated clutches preemptively. It was considered practical. Humans, it turned out, did not share that logic. They imprinted on you, the High Commander said. That bond is irreversible. I know, Mara said quietly. I read the literature. The parts you classified. His eyes softened, and you stayed anyway. She smiled. Smaller, this time. Someone had to teach them not to eat diplomats. One cub sneezed. The High Commander let out a rumbling sound that translated as laughter. You have done more than save lives, Dr. Rick. You have rewritten our future. He activated the holotable. Star systems bloomed into view. Trade routes. Conflict zones. Every species fears us, he continued. But they will think twice now. Not because of our claws, but because of you? Mara frowned. I'm not a shield. No, he agreed. You are proof. She crossed her arms. Proof of what? That even the fiercest among us, he said, glancing at the cubs, will choose restraint when raised by a human. The cubs sat proudly, as if they understood. Mara exhaled. They're good kids. Yes, the High Commander said, and they will grow into commanders, hunters, guardians. He bowed his head slightly. They will remember who taught them mercy. Outside the chamber, the guards whispered. Security logs would later note the event with clinical language. Unauthorized entry. Overridden reason. Packbine authority clearance. Granted. High Commander level escort. 3 juvenile KRR. Deck designation. Cubs across the galaxy. The story spread faster than any official report. That a human woman had walked unarmed into the heart of an apex species power. That the most dangerous beings on the station had guarded her. And that for the first time in recorded history, the Krr'thek did not rule by fear alone. They ruled with something humans had given them a choice.